Man, if I ruled the world, I swear it'd be so much different. Everything. Could you imagine? If I ruled the world, what would I do? I don't know. If I ruled the world, what would I change? If I ruled the world, just imagine. If I ruled the world, could you imagine? If I ruled the world, what would I do? If I ruled the world, what would I change? Everything. If I ruled the world, just imagine. If I ruled the world, first I'd legalize weed and then I change the drinking age. Yep, cutting all the taxes, everybody getting paid. I change the dollar menu down to only 50 cents and make fucking okay word to say the parents. And then I make the cars free so everybody whipping foreign. Housewife, a job, I can keep my bitches stirring. Put a coffee shop up at every other corner. Man, my world was so perfect that nobody tucked the burner. Ain't no ladies got a weight limit, better have the ass. Way more than me than I prescribe them Slim Fast. All the gas was free, so everybody trying to drive. We wouldn't have no funerals, we celebrate their homie's life. Nikes would cost a penny, but the Jordan's still a dime. And even though I make it rain, man, the sun would always shine. Yep, April 20th, everybody have off, and the whole world would spark up with all the lights off. Could you imagine? If I ruled the world, what would I do? If I ruled the world, what would I change? Everything. If I ruled the world, just imagine. If I ruled the world, could you imagine? If I ruled the world, what would I do? If I ruled the world, where would I go? If I ruled the world, just imagine. If I ruled the world, change the speed limits to 105, but everybody whipping cautious, cause everybody high. Everybody chill together, wouldn't be a dream, the whole world would be at peace, thanks to Martin Luther King. Yep. Every night would be a party, work don't start to 2, and we would wake and bake at noon, and that's when I start the news. We wouldn't have police, which means we wouldn't have a jail, so if your homies act up, I send their ass straight to hell. There'd be no STDs and there'd be no HIV, but everybody cool to fuck, cause the condoms, them just free. Yep. There'd be no Kool-Aid, just some vodka and Fruitopia. Living nice in this rich hood utopia. Everybody smoking cause the smoke don't make you sick. If you mess up, you press rewind, just like the movie Click. There'd be no sad endings, with the night comes the fun. And when the sun goes down, everybody spark a blunt. Could you imagine? If I ruled the world, what would I do? If I ruled the world, what would I change? If I ruled the world, just imagine. If I ruled the world, could you imagine? If I ruled the world, what would I do? If I ruled the world, what would I change? Everything. If I ruled the world, just imagine. If I ruled the world, I give everyone a card so you never need some cash. Blunts by the hour, there's a never-ending stash. Look ahead to the future, cause we learned from the past. And you always light a mile, cause I'll never be your last. Yep. Can't forget the cancer, man, you know I find the answer, man. The hoopties on my street, 2012 tinted Lancer. Could you imagine? If I was in charge and make BDG pay me just to let him twist the bars. Could you imagine? If I ruled the world, could you imagine? If I ruled the world, could you imagine? If I ruled the world, could you imagine? Man, we'd all die. If I ruled the world.